Now, if you're doing any type of nutrition coaching, almost certainly, at least at some point during your client's program, you're going to want them to log the foods that they're eating. It might be something as simple and as short term as a 24-hour recall or a 2 or 3 day recall. Maybe you want them to log every single food that they eat throughout the entire duration of their program with you. Either way, the best approach for that is for them to use a dedicated food tracking app. There are some really, really cool apps, and Pono connects to the coolest of them all. We think it's called My Macros Plus. They have a database of more than 5 million foods. It's a super intuitive and easy way for your clients to log their food. They can scan the barcode, enter the food, track the macronutrients, track their body weight, everything that they need to do in this intuitive app. And the coolest bit, you can connect it directly to your website. So you, as a coach, and the client in their dashboard see on your website exactly what they've entered in My Macros Plus. Let's look at how that works. I'm in a demo system here. I'm pretending I'm a client right now, so I'm in the front end in the account dashboard. I'm going to go into the check-ins or the journal section. And as it happens in this demo system, it is completely empty. It makes no difference at all when you're setting this up, whether it's completely empty or whether you've got a lot of data already in there. It doesn't matter, the process is the same. All we need to do is connect to My Macros Plus, and we can then pull all of the data over from My Macros Plus to your website. First, maybe a quick look at what I've put in this demo system. I've activated the example food log that you have on your website. If we look here, what do we need to enter? The client can choose their meal, and they're entering the basic macronutrients. I've activated the example quick check-in, where the client enters their body weight and a couple of other things. And I've activated the example My Macros Plus log that you'll also find on your website that shows all of the data that we're able to get from My Macros Plus. Right now, everything completely empty. I'm not going to enter anything. Instead, I'm going to connect this account. I'm pretending I'm a client. I'm connecting to my Macros Plus account. In this screen, I need to enter the email and the password that I use for my Macros Plus account. So not necessarily the same one that the client used on your website. We're connecting to My Macros Plus, so they need to enter that email and that password. I set up a demo account on My Macros Plus with this email and this password. I'm going to click connect. It will take just a second, and it's going to tell me I am connected. And because I've never yet synced, it's going to remind me to click on the Sync with My Macros Plus button that has appeared here up at the top to sync now. Once you've connected, by the way, any client who has an active program, so while they're going through any active program on your website, every night it will automatically sync with My Macros Plus and pull in the previous day or two's data. So once they've connected, that will happen completely automatically. They can open up your website in the morning, you can open it in the morning and look at their account in the admin, and you'll see all of the data from the previous day automatically. You never need to manually sync. You can manually sync anytime you like, and when you first connected it, probably it makes sense to do that. So let's sync now. There's only one thing really that I need to choose, and that's how many days would I like to go back in this sync. If I were to enter just one here, it would sync only the data that was entered on My Macros Plus with today's date. If I say 2, it will sync yesterday and today. 7 would sync the previous week, 30 the previous month, 365 the previous year, and so on. Probably you don't want to sync that far back. Bear in mind, if you're syncing a huge amount of data, it may take a few minutes when you click the button to pull everything over from My Macros Plus, but basically you can sync as much as you like. I'm going to sync 3 days because I happen to know that in the demo account that I set up there, I entered data over the last 3 days. So I'm going to enter 3, and I'm going to sync it. Again, it's going to take just a moment, and you'll see magically, it's going to say, first of all, confirm that it was synced. All sorts of cool stuff has now appeared here on your website. So what do we see? We have a food log, and I see 2 previous entries. I made one on Saturday, and I made one on Monday, which is today. Don't worry about the values. I didn't log the entire food. I logged one thing, so the values themselves don't make a lot of sense. I definitely ate more than 10 grams of protein on that day, but just as an idea, it's taken the goal values. So I set my targets, my goals in my Macros Plus. It's got them here, and it's showing the current values. If I look at the quick check-in, I will see my body weight that I logged today and on Saturday. And if I look under my Macros Plus log, I will see all of this data that is pulled from there. So if you want to look at anything in more detail, let's say I want to see exactly what I ate today, open it up, you see the macronutrients and the calories, and you can click on this button to again pull the exact meal details from my Macro Plus. Here I will see for breakfast I ate 6 rice cakes with this exact breakdown of protein, carbs, fat, fiber, and so on, and 2 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter. In the same way, you can do the same for any of the other logs and see exactly what was entered on my Macros Plus. So it's a really, really cool way to let your clients use a super, super cool food tracking app like my Macros Plus, but still be able to monitor everything on your website, obviously with all the detailed full history views and the charts and everything that you want. So that's how it works from the client's perspective. In the next video, we're going to very quickly look at how you can set it up in the admin. It's super easy. It's a short video. Watch that to know how you can activate it and set it up and let your clients start using it.